Hello students, welcome back to your science class. So student, in the previous class in the chapter that is refraction of light, we were talking about that of the refractive index. What are the things that we have seen in the refractive index? We have seen that refractive index actually tells the bending of a light. The value of the refractive index help us in telling that if an object is moving from one medium to another, it will show bending, and the bending of the light is the refraction, and the amount of bending will depend upon the refractive index. So whatever will be the value of the refractive index, that also decided the speed of the light in a medium. So if the speed of the light in a medium is m1 is v1 and that of the speed of the light in medium 2 is v2, so the refractive index from medium 1 to medium 2, it will be equals to speed of the light in medium 1 to the speed of the light in medium 2. So this is how we are able to calculate the refractive index of the medium 2. Then we also came to know that if we will see the refractive indexes, so refractive index of medium 1 to medium 2, that will be equals to the reciprocal of the refractive index from medium 1, refractive index of medium 1 with respect to medium 2. So it will be just opposite to that. It will be just reciprocal of that. So suppose if a light ray is moving from air to glass, so the refractive index from glass to air, this will be equals to the refractive index from reciprocal of the refractive index of air to glass. So it will be like that if an light ray is moving from air to glass, it means the refractive index of glass with respect to air will be equals to the reciprocal of the refractive index of air to glass. It will be just opposite of that. So if suppose we are knowing the refractive index of a medium 2, it will be quite easy for us to get the refractive index of the medium 1 simply dividing it by 1. So this is how we can get the value. So this is all about that of the refractive index. I hope you have understood and you can solve the numerical which is related to it. Next one is student, that refraction of the light occur through the lenses. So we have started to understand lens. Lens is what? Lens differ from that of the mirror since there is no polished surfaces there. The lenses are the transparent material through which light passes, and since it is made up of a glass, so light passes from one medium to that of the other medium. So we can say here that the lenses are what? Which shows the process of the refraction. Okay. So basically lenses are what, students, which is a kind of a refractive surface, shows the reflection when light passes through it. Now lenses are also divided into two types, that is concave lens and convex lens. Concave lens is the lens which is thicker at the middle and thinner at the edge. And this is the convex lens, and concave lens which is thinner at the middle and thicker at the edge. So if a lens is like this, student, so this is what? This is a convex lens. Thicker at the middle, thinner at the edge. Then if the lens is like this one, so this is what? This is concave lens. Thinner at the middle and thicker at the edge. Okay, these are the two different types of lenses are there. Now let us try to understand some of the terms which is related to that of the lens. So we have already discussed one point here, and that is optical center. And optical center is what? Which is the center of the lens. That is called as the optical center. And through optical center, suppose we have taken one of the lens here. So this is the convex lens. So the center of the convex lens will be what? It is the optical center. Now through this center, there is a line which passes through it without showing any deviation. That is called as the principal axis. So, this ray of a light which passes to the center of that of the ray of a light. Okay. So, we can define here. The same thing we can do for the concave lens also, students. So if this is the center of that of a concave lens, so this is the ray of a light which passes through that of the concave lens. So on the basis of that, we can define here, that is the principal axis. The principal axis of a lens is a line passing through the optical center of the lens. Through the optical center of the lens and perpendicular to both the faces of the lens. A line which passes through the optical center and it is perpendicular both the faces. Means this is the first face, this is the second face. So if a line which is perpendicular moving through both the faces of the lens, that is called as the principal axis. In a simple term, we can say that a line which passes through the center of the lens is called as a principal axis. We have seen the principal axis was also there in case of a mirror, where again there also a line which is passes through the center of the mirror, a line which is passes through the pole of the mirror, that is called as the principal axis. Same thing here also, student. There also a line which passes through the optical center of the lens is called as the principal axis. Now let us try to understand here one more thing, and that is principal focus. So let us start with the principal focus of a convex lens, and then we will try to understand principal focus of a concave lens. Okay, so principal focus and focal length of convex lens. Principal focus and focal length of convex lens. So here, suppose what happened again, we'll take it and draw it in the middle. So this is what, student, this is a convex lens. This is a convex lens and this is the center. So from a center, if suppose a line passes through it, we will say that this is the center of that of the lens, which is the optical center. This one is the principal axis. Okay, this is the principal axis. You see, students, when like that of that we have seen in case of a mirror, we are making here a perpendicular line which help us to understand. Although you can see here what happened. Here, this light, when, like we have seen in case of a mirror, that when a parallel beam of a light falls on the surface of the mirror, they converges or they diverges, and thus they meet at a point, and that is called as the principal focus. In case of lenses, the similar condition is there. But here, there is no one focus. One focus is already there in the left side of the lens. So there is one principal focus is already there. Now here, when a parallel beam of a light, so suppose this is a ray of a light, this is also a ray of a light, here also, here also. These are what? These are some of the parallel beam of a light. Some of the parallel beam of a light falls on the surface of the lens. This lens is what? This is a convex lens. Now what happened? They undergo a process of a refraction. Okay. Here also they undergo a process of a refraction. Here also. And finally, they all of them meet at a point. Okay. Finally, they all of them meet at a point, and this point where they meet at the principal axis, that is called as a principal focus. Okay. So all of them, they meet at a point, and this point is called as the principal focus. You will find that this is formed at that of the principal axis, and that is called a principal focus. Now you can see here, students, when it enters into the lens, it shows the process of a refraction, and due to which changes in the medium, and because of the change in the medium, there is a bending of a light. Question can arise that in case of a mirror, we have seen that the light ray get reflected, and because of that they meet at a point. What happened here? They are the transparent object, so light should pass as it is. But we know that when a light moving from the air enter into a glass, so lens is what? It is a glass only. So when light enter into the glass, at that time it shows the process of a refraction. It means it get bent, and because of the bending, they meet at a point. All of them meet at a point, and that is called as the principal focus. Okay. Now, on the basis of that, we can define the principal focus, but you can see here, students, that there is not only one focus, but there is a two focus in case of a lenses. In case of mirror, there was only one focus, but here in case of a lens, there is two focus. So instead of using the term focus, we use the term foci. Okay. So now we can write the definition of the principal focus in case of a convex mirror. So, the principal focus of a convex lens is a point on a principal axis in which point on the principal axis to which light rays parallel to the principal axis, converge after passing through the lens. Through the lens. So the principal focus of a convex lens. The principal focus of convex lens is a point on the principal axis to which light ray parallel to the principal axis converges after passing through the lens. So it converges after passing through the lens, and that is called as the principal focus, students. Okay. Now here two focus is there. Now in case of a lens, students, if you make a lens here, this is an, and this is what? This is the focus. This is the ray of a light going through it. This is the optical center represented by O. Okay. And here a parallel beam of a light they meet at a point. That is also called focus. So the distance from that of the optical center to that of the focus is called as the focal length. Obviously, we have already seen this, the distance from the pole to that of the focus, we called it a focal length. Same thing here, the distance from the optical center to the focus is called as focal length. So, we can also define focal length as defined as the focal length of a lens, the focal length of a lens is the distance between optical center and principal focus of the lens. Principal focus of the lens. So the distance from this optical center to the focus, that is called as the principal focus of the lens. You see, student, if suppose you have taken a convex lens and you will adjust it in such a way that the sunlight will fall on a point, it converges on the principal focus, you will find that after a few interval of a time, that portion will get burned. Okay, it catches fire, it become a hole. Okay, so it is because all the light that converges at that point, and that is called as the focus. Same thing if we talk about that of the concave lens. If we discuss the principal focus and focal length of a concave lens, then okay, because of this property, that since here the focus is formed because of the converging of the lens, converging of the light rays which is falling on it. It is also called as the converging lens. Okay, because here all the light rays are converges at a point, so it is also called as a converging lens. But in case of a concave lens, here they get diverges and appears to meet at a point, and that is why they are called as a diverging lens. Let us see what happened in case of a concave lens. So, Principal focus and focal length of a concave lens. This is what? This is a concave lens. Now, there a ray of a light which passes through the center of it, that is called as the optical center. Okay, this is what? This is the principal axis, and this one is the focus again, students. Focus. Let me draw the focus later on, but we know that there is a focus. Okay. Now, a parallel beam of a light passes through it. Here, a focus is also here present. So you can see here what happened. What happened here, that this one diverges. Bend little bit and then get diverged. This one will pass as it is. Bend little bit and get diverges. This one diverges. And when you stretch it back, you will find that they meet at a point. All of them will meet at a point. All of them meet at a point, and that point where they meet, students, that is called as the focus. So all of them, they meet or they appears to meet at a point, and that is called as focus. So here you can see that the ray of a light which is parallel to that of the principal axis after reflection meet at a point, that is called as the principal axis. So actually they do not meet, but they appear they meet at a point. Okay, so such kind of a focus is called as a virtual focus because they diverges, they do not meet at a point. But yes, this is the principal focus of the concave lens. And here again the definition of that of the principal focus will be I am drawing the diagram again, but in a smaller diagram, in order to make you understand again. So if this is a converged lens, and they all of them meet at a point. This is called as focus, and this one is also a focus. This is the optical center, and this is the principal axis. Now again here the distance from that of the optical center to that of the focus is called as focal length. Distance from the optical center to principal focus is focal length. So, the principal focus of a concave lens is a point on its principal axis from which light rays originally parallel to the axis appears to diverge after passing through the concave lens. Then focal length is what? Same. The distance between principal focus to the optical center. That is called as the focal length. Okay. So the distance between principal focus to the optical center, it is called as the focal length, students. So this is about that of a concave lens. Here one more thing I will add, that is the focus of concave lens is virtual focus. It is not a real focus, and the reason is the actual intersection, actual converging of the rays does not happen. Due to which we will say that it is what? It is a virtual focus, not a real focus. There is another term, students, which we call as aperture. So, aperture. Aperture is what, student? If you look at the lens, this is X, this is Y. If you look at the other lens, that is concave lens, and this is what? This is X, this is Y. So this whole X, Y, it means the body of the lens is called as the aperture of the lens. As we have seen in case of the mirror also, so in case of a mirror, the portion, the reflecting portion is called as the aperture. Here, the refracting surface of the is called as aperture of the lens. Is called as the aperture of lens. Okay. So this is the refracting surface, either in case of a convex or in case of a concave. Convex or concave lens. Okay. X and Y, that is the surface, and this is called as the aperture of the both of the lenses, concave lens as well as the convex lens. Okay students? So, in the next one, we will discuss the rules which is important in order to obtain the images of from the lenses.